All praises to the Most High, and unto His Son belongs power, riches, wisdom, strength, honor, glory, and blessing. Hallelujah.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
New organs like hearts, lungs, and livers are being made from animal tissues. The first step is to take a pig's liver and pump detergent through it. This flushes out all the pig cells and leaves behind a protein scaffold. The scaffold is then rain-fused with human cells. The human cells come from livers donated from transplant that are unusable. Blood vessels are made using cells from donated umbilical cords. The approach could be used to help people waiting for a liver transplant. Other groups are working on the heart and lungs. Blood vessels made this way are already in use. Other methods include genetically altering pigs, so their organs are more human-like to start with.
One thing that stuck out to me was when they said that individuals on the transplant waiting list could receive one of these organs. Infectious diseases and clinical xenotransplantation. This next slide, you can just pause it and read it at your leisure. The New York Times National, Thursday, April 4th, 2024. First patient with transplanted pig kidney goes home from hospital. Richard Slademore, 62, was discharged just 2 weeks after the groundbreaking surgery in Massachusetts. Here is a post from Twitter regarding Mr. Slademore's surgery. Researchers in California have been trying to grow human organs inside pigs in an attempt to tackle donor shortage.
But wait, there's more.
And they could go back to a normal life.
I became ill, damaging my kidney during the last month of my pregnancy. But prior to that pregnancy, I gave my mom a kidney. On the evening news, I saw the renal research. I said, I want to do that.
We used a pig that has 10 gene edits. The 4 knockouts include 3 carbohydrates that would cause an immediate rejection. The 4th knockout is the growth hormone receptor. We put a human gene into the pig genome so that her human proteins will interact efficiently with the kidney. Within moments of letting Tawana's blood come into the pig kidney, the kidney turned a nice pink color and began to make urine right away.
I want everybody to see it can be done. That dialysis chair is not the last answer.
Other than the pig organs being used in the aforementioned cases, do you notice any similarities or differences? What do you notice about the patients?
A simple Google search reveals that humans and pigs share 98% genetic similarity.
People often use the dream that Peter had in Acts chapter 10 in regards to why they think it's okay to eat pork or any other animal or bug for that matter. So in this dream, Peter was hungry, but while the cooking was taking place, he fell asleep and he saw this giant sheet coming down to the earth, and on it were all of these different kinds of bugs, animals, birds. And he heard this voice that said, "Rise, Peter, kill and eat." And he answered it and he said, "I've never eaten anything uncommon or unclean." And the voice speaks again and it says, "What God has clean, do not call common." And it happened 3 times, and then the sheet just goes up into the heavens. Most people, when they read this or hear their pastor read this, they think right away that they understand what it means. But Peter himself wasn't so sure. Peter contemplated the meaning of the dream until God showed him the meaning. If you read the rest of the chapter from verse 17 onward, you get the interpretation, and it has nothing to do with food.
And I know what you Christians are thinking. When it comes to food and pork, if you can't pull out Acts 10, you're going to try to defile the Lord Jesus, the Messiah, by using Mark 7 and 15, making Jesus lawless, right? where he says, there is nothing without a man that enters into him that can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are the things that defile him. Now you have to look at this in context. You got to go earlier in the chapter 7, verse 3. He was answering the Pharisees. They were making a stink about his disciples not washing their hands. They were saying something to the effect of, you don't hold the tradition of the elders, referring to the men who made up their own statutes and laws that did not come from the Most High, did not come from Moses by the mouth of the Most High. Right? So chapter 7, verse 3, for the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands oft, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders. Okay? And you also have to look at it in further context. The children of Israel did not look at the pig as food to any degree. And if there was an Israelite that considered the pig food, he was no longer an Israelite. So in the mind of the master, he's not even considering these things that defile his father's ways, his father's laws. He's not considering those things. He's not considering pork as even food.